Welcome to Day 2 of Prime, the Winchester Ammunition all-new product experience. I'm Melissa Bachman.
And I'm Casey Kiefer. And you know, Melissa, today is going to be a really exciting day, right? Today is Day 2 of 3, actually, where you all watching are going to get to learn the ins and outs of the new product line that Winchester has come out with for the year 2021. And that's some pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, and what I like is today we are covering hunting, my all-time favorite. And what's so great is there's so many new things. Winchester is the American legend, and they have so many wonderful things coming out this year, and I'm excited to let everyone know.
Absolutely, the American legend. 155 years Winchester has been around, and hunters across the world have trusted their hunts to the Winchester brand. So that's something that every year they continue to build upon when they come out with new products like we're about to talk about.
And over the past year, if you think about it, there have been so many new shooters and hunters coming out, and all these people are going to be taken to the woods, going for deer, turkey hunting, all these different things, and Winchester has the products for it, and we're going to bring it all to you today.
I could not agree more. You know, one of the things that I've been most impressed with in my time working with Winchester is the product lines that they've come out with and that they've launched over the years. You know, they're more than just cool names and marketing hype, which is a lot of times what you see out there. I mean, they've come out with actual game-changing products. So you look at Deer Season XP, Longbeard XR, Blindside, Defender, USA Ready, the list goes on, and there's still more to come.
Yeah, and the great thing is we have an awesome lineup for you right here today. And what we're going to be showing you are product demos. We have people from Winchester who are kind of behind the scenes who can talk to you about the things that go on and how they come up with it. To me, it always blows my mind. How do they find these voids and fill it and find the things that we as hunters and shooters really need?
That's right. Not only find it, but be able to translate that to a product that goes into the field and performs time and time and time again. And I know you feel this way too, Melissa. I'm fortunate and blessed to be part of Team Winchester. I know you are as well. Their approach to ammunition development and technology is literally unmatched. So it's just amazing to see how they translate all that tech into the field.
And Winchester is the largest small caliber ammunition manufacturer in the world.
And they deliver innovative products to hunters, sport shooters, personal defense, law enforcement, and perhaps most importantly, the U.S. warfighter.
That's right, and as you can see, we're pretty excited, so let's go.
So I'm here right now with Ben, and we're gonna dive into a product line that you guys have had for quite a while, and a product that I've got a lot of experience with, which is the Expedition Big Game Long Range. I've been shooting this ammunition from you guys for a long time, and I can say one thing, it performs. And it performs well. I'm a 270 short mag guy, so a lot of my hunts in the past that I've been shooting this on have been in that caliber, but I've shot everything from, you know, sheep to whitetails to mule deer, all kinds of stuff with this thing, and it just performs and it works. But there's some new and exciting stuff coming out in 2021. Why don't you dive into that a little bit?
Yeah, so the new products will have the same technology features as all the products you've used in the past. So the bonded bullet construction, the polymer tip, boat tail, high ballistic coefficients. These are really the best of the best, and as you can attest to, you can use it on just about anything. New for 2021, we'll offer this in 308 Win, which it's surprising that we didn't have a 308 product before, but now we do a 168 grain, and then also 6.5 PRC. So we've got the 142 grain bonded 6.5 PRC now. So new for Winchester this year in both match grade and Expedition Big Game Long Range.
And we're talking two pretty popular calibers there. I mean, between the 308, which is an age-old caliber that's been around forever, people know what it does and how it performs. You take this actual load and this cartridge that you guys have come up with and add it to that caliber, that's a pretty exciting thing. Same with the 6.5 PRC, because that's a hot caliber right now.
Yeah, I mean, 308 is in the top, 5 to 10 calibers that we build every year. And I continue to see that growing each year, and believe it or not, even though it's been around for a long time. 6.5 PRC, newer, but it's more for that long range shooter. It's kind of where it kind of started, and now it's transcending into long range hunting. And this is a perfect product for that. I mean, you think about 6.5 Creedmoor, which has been around for much longer, but you get another 300 feet per second out of a 6.5 PRC, probably almost 30% more energy at 500 yards. So that's significant. Also much flatter shooting than 6.5 Creedmoor, and probably arguably a better product in terms of on big game.
Big game, yeah. I agree 100%. And with that caliber, you get into this line with the Expedition Big Game Long Range, you start pushing those high ballistic coefficients, that long range efficiency and proficiency that you're after in a bullet. So I got to tell you, I've got familiarity with it across different calibers, but if you're a 308 shooter or you're a 6.5 PRC shooter, in 2021, the Expedition Big Game Long Range product is going to be something that you are definitely going to want to check out.
Winchester Deer Season XP. Bigger tip, bigger impact. Winchester Ammunition introduces its first and only ammunition product ever designed specifically for deer hunting. As the first bullet to offer radically increased impact diameter technology, Deer Season XP includes the new Extreme Point design, which redefines bullet performance on deer. The Extreme Point bullet features an oversized impact diameter. A bigger impact diameter means more impact trauma for deer hunters. Better energy transfer results in larger wound cavities. Conventional soft point, hollow point, and polymer tip bullets utilize small impact diameters, which reduce the initial impact trauma of the bullet. Deer Season XP is available in the most popular deer hunting calibers and bullet weights. The new Deer Season XP, accuracy, flat trajectory, impact, and power. It's the bullet built for what deer hunters really need. Winchester Deer Season XP, bigger tip, bigger impact.
We're here with Dusty and we're talking Deer Season XP. Now this is something that I have been shooting for years and I absolutely love Deer Season XP. I remember the very first time taking it out, I went to Montana, shot a big mule deer, and this buck dropped in its tracks. And I remember the outfitter looking at me saying, "What did you bring along?" And to me, it's just awesome to see Winchester making something specific for deer hunters, and that big tip, you get such a big impact out of it. And it really, the results, they speak for themselves.
Yeah, it hits deer like a hammer. It really does. It provides very quick expansion from that, from the polymer tip. That Extreme Point bullet really dumps all of its energy into that deer.
And for deer hunters, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for results. And what I like is you guys are constantly expanding Deer Season XP. Tell me a little bit about what you're bringing forth this year.
Yeah, so new for 2021, we have Deer Season XP in a 115 grain 6.8 SPC, and that's special purpose cartridge.
So this would be good for hogs and deer?
Absolutely, yeah, and as you know, 6.8 SPC is popular in a lot of modern sporting rifles, and so this will be a great option for those semi-auto platforms.
Well, that's awesome. Now the other thing I'm really excited about, I got to shoot the Winchester 350 Legend and I love it. But you're always expanding things, and now you guys have come out with the 350 Legend Copper. Tell me a little bit more about why you guys have done this and the benefits of copper.
Yeah, so Copper Impact was an extension of Deer Season XP, and copper in general for deer hunting really works well because it'll penetrate deeper than a lead bullet. Typically holds together better, and you still get good expansion, but you also get really good penetration from copper bullets. As far as the application of 350 Legend, there hasn't been a copper option in 350 Legend until now. And that's really exciting because you can now use 350 Legend to hunt deer with in 48 states.
And for people who aren't familiar with the 350 Legend, one of the reasons that I love it is because of the light recoil. Now you are talking less recoil than a 223, but the knockdown power of something similar like a 30-30. So it's kind of like your modern day 30-30, and to me this is just an awesome option. And now that it's in copper, well, the sky's the limit on where you can go.
Yeah, and the sky's the limit with 350 Legend in general. The versatility of this cartridge, from affordable target shooting options to deer hunting, hog hunting, even personal defense, it can do it all.
And what I like about it is most of my shots are 200 yards and in. So for me, this is really the perfect option. Anyone will always shoot a gun that has less recoil, better as a rule. So what I like is when you have that little bit of recoil, but you got that great knockdown power, I was able to take a buck off its feet in Montana. So that kind of shows you, and when you see the recoil, there's almost none there. So you're gonna shoot it well, it's enjoyable to shoot, it's cost effective, just a great all around deal. And for 2021, couldn't be more proud to be a part of the Deer Season XP line.
It's a time of year when all of life's worries can be set aside and placed in the column of "it can wait." For however brief a moment it may be, it's a spectacle that's taken place across this great land for generations. It's a time for family, a time for friends, and a time for honoring tradition. Winchester Deer Season XP ammunition. Bigger tip, bigger impact.
Hey, I'm here with Ben, and we are going over different turkey options, and I have been shooting the Longbeard XR for years, and I absolutely love it. This outperforms anything I have ever used. I've shot shots way out there, and it's amazing to see what it can do. But now this year, this is the first time Winchester has come out with something specific to 410 loads for turkeys. Tell me a little more about that.
Yeah, so this is a 410 load. It's XX diamond grade. So we actually took our diamond grade shot that we recently launched in AA's, and we put that into XX diamond grade as a 410 turkey load. And this is lead shot. It's probably 30-yard type load, but it's perfect for those folks who are out there wanting a little less recoil, wanting a more affordable 410 turkey load. And we know that for a long time now, people have been out shooting turkeys with 410s. You know, they've been using whatever they can maybe get their hands on, and that was kind of like our idea of, hey, we need to show folks this is going to actually be effective on turkeys with lead.
And what I like about it is I like 410s for young kids. The recoil is just so much better. The last thing I ever want to do is scare a kid with a turkey load and they don't want to shoot anymore. Another thing is my dad had open heart surgery and he had to go to 410s this year. And it's just so nice to see someone who's made something specifically for it. Like you said, in the past, you just kind of use whatever. And another nice feature is the price. I mean, you can take kids out and you can let them shoot and get used to it. It's all about repetition, and now you can do it at a very affordable price point.
Yeah, I mean, some of the other 410 loads that are out there are great, you know, using tungsten products, but they certainly are more expensive, and practicing does become more difficult and, you know, a lot more costly. And you know, if you're not practicing, as you well know, and especially taking kids out there, they're not going to be as confident when they try to take that shot. And so XX Diamond Grade really kind of does that, and it's a great product for that. They can go out and practice. You can let them shoot almost as much as you want, and you're really not breaking the bank.
And what also is important is to check your local regulations. Every state is a little bit different when it comes to what is legal for turkeys, but if you can shoot 410, this is a really great option, and I just look forward to everyone having the opportunity in 2021 to shoot these.
So we're out here on the range and we're going to shoot 410 XX Diamond Grade, new for 2021. This is a 410 load, lead shot, 7.5, Diamond Grade lead shot. It's copper plated, super hard shot, 8% antimony, so you're going to get great patterns out of this. It's designed specifically for those 410 shooters, the guys out there who are looking for a little less recoil, maybe a little bit of a challenge with your 410. Nothing's more fun than patterning your turkey gun, but it's very important at the beginning of the season to make sure you pattern it, see where you're shooting. And 410s make that a lot of fun. You can go out there, you can practice with it, and the XX Diamond Grade being affordable is going to be more fun on your wallet when it comes to practicing as well. So we've stepped it off to about 25 yards, and we're going to go ahead and shoot this and see how it patterns. All right, let's see how it goes. So obviously I need to practice a little bit, but the XX Diamond Grade did what it needed to do, which is pattern tight. So you got a lot of high concentration of pellets right through here. You practice a little bit. I move that center of mass of that pattern right over here to the neck and head area. That's a dead turkey every time. So 30 yards and in, 410, XX Diamond Grade, it's awesome.
Ben, we have talked about a lot of Winchester products and a lot of what's new coming out for 2021, and there's a ton of excitement around some of this stuff. But this next product line that we're going to talk about can kind of be seen as like an old standard for Winchester, right? You can't talk about Winchester without talking about Super X. The one we want to talk about in particular is the Expert High Velocity Steel Shot that you guys are coming out with for game and target, and it's in 16 gauge, which is a brand new offering into that line. Let's talk about why 16 gauge.
Yeah, so 16 gauge is really rounding out that full line. We've offered 12 gauge, 20 gauge, 28, even 410 in the steel game and target. The only thing that was missing was 16 gauge. We've seen a bit of a resurgence in people going out and shooting either their old 16 gauge shotguns or a few manufacturers coming out with new 16 gauge shotguns. So we just felt it was time to really add that to the line.
Sure, and there are some places across the country that if you're going to hunt small game and you want to use a 16 gauge, it has to be steel, right? So that's something that you guys are kind of filling that void, because now a 16 gauge is an option. So you know, what's old is new again. So if guys have 16 gauges hiding in the gun safe from years ago or anything like that, they can now break that out, and you guys are filling that void.
Yep, so go out and get you some game and target and try it out.
So that's it. We're almost a wrap on day 2 of Primed 2021. We certainly want to thank everybody for joining us and sitting through this. I know it was a lot of product videos and a lot of input from a lot of people, but that shows you the commitment that Winchester has to innovating new products year over year and time again.
And for me, I love seeing that. I love knowing what's going on behind the scenes, how they're coming up with ideas, seeing it in action, and hearing from the people at Winchester, and also hearing from the people who have used it in the field.
That's right, but we're not done yet. We've got another day, day 3, coming your way tomorrow with perhaps the biggest announcement of all, something that I know I got to use this year. I know you got to use it as well. So I know I'm excited for that. Are you?
I am absolutely excited, and I can promise you, you're going to be excited too as soon as we can tell you about it.
That's right. You know, Winchester is a brand that is built on integrity. It's built on hard work and a deep focus to its loyal customers, and the product that we're going to share with you tomorrow hits every one of those things square on the head.
And if you want to learn a lot more, you can always go to winchester.com. They have so many new products. They have more things that you can learn about. You can also go see us on Facebook at winchester.com/WinchesterOfficial.
That's it for day 2 of Primed 2021. Stick around for day 3.
The backbone. It's what keeps the head on straight, cushions the blow, supports the rest of the body. If you don't have a backbone, well, you've got yourself a problem. The backbone isn't just one piece. It's many parts working together, day in and day out. Not just some of the days, all of them. The backbone doesn't quit. And this is it, right here. This is what the backbone of America is. It's pride in the past and a focused vision toward the future. It's real effort by real people, tough people, people who are dedicated to doing the work, marrying the tried and true with the new and innovative, to stand and deliver above the rest, over and over and over again. It's not glitz and glamour. It's grit and grind. It's worn boots and punched clocks, collars that are blue and hands that are calloused. It's a footprint. It's a handshake. It's a look in the eye and a beat of the heart. Our surroundings may shift, but our purpose never wavers. Those same levels of effort and commitment that fill a warehouse, we bring it to the woods, in the fields, on the roads, in our homes, across the nation. The backbone of America doesn't bend or break. It's strong, steady. We make sure of it, today and tomorrow. Winchester, born here, built here.